So Greg Cote of the Miami Herald is in with us. One of his most popular segments is Back in My Day, and he always has some consternation about these things, and I think we should all get it just out in the open, all of this. We should just talk about it because there are things happening with Greg Cote. As he says, he holds his shield wobbly against impending mortality, where he's coming to the end of his career in journalism, okay? And one of the things that happens there is he's running out of items in his garage on show and tell. He's gone through everything. He's nostalgic and wistful, and there's very little material left. And much as is the case also with ideas, he just doesn't have a lot of fresh ones. He's running out of ideas, holding his shield wobbly against impending mortality. And so he's afraid that he's done this Back in My Day before.
Well, I'm afraid that there have been echoes of it in stuff I've done before because back in my days tend to be a little bit amorphous. They're not like neat squares of creativity. They're jelly-like.
But you're running out of art. You'd agree, right? Just in art of every form, you're creating in a way that is nostalgically misty.
I would say that's probably accurate. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. It's a deep well, though.
All right, let's see.
Yeah,
let's see.
not.
Let's see. Evidently not. Evidently it's a shadow puddle. If you're going to do a rerun, let's see.
I didn't say it was a rerun. I said there may be echoes of
All right.
past
They're going to
content.
blend together.
All
Is that
right,
what you're
but
saying?
yes or no, you're running out of ideas.
No,
yes
not
or
yet.
no. Well, it feels
Soon.
like it.
Very soon.
It feels like
Yeah.
you're running. They're just run. They've been asking you to have 4 ideas a week for many years as a newspaper columnist. You've had 4 ideas a week. Are you running on empty?
Not yet.
All right, let's see what we've got here. We'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
And now, it is time to take a trip down memory lane. Here's your guide, Greg Cote, with Back in My Day.
Music consumption. Oh, how I miss the way music used to reach our ears. The thought occurred as I read of the passing of Russell Solomon at age 92. He went out the way Greg Cote wants to go out, while drinking whiskey at home after having just commented negatively on the fashion choice of someone at the Oscars. Who's Russell Solomon? Why, he, of course, was the founder of iconic Tower Records, the great chain of music stores he sadly outlived by several years. I remember going into record stores as a kid and buying 45s, Mr. Tambourine Man by the Byrds, the Beach Boys' Dance, 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 Java by Al Hirt. Dun, 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 dun. You mention a 45 to a millennial and he thinks you mean a handgun. We went from 45s to LPs to 8-track tapes to CDs, the music always in our paws. But then technology catapulted fast forward and everything spun out of control, out of our hands. I bought a new car a couple of years ago and asked the salesman if it came with a CD player. He looked at me as if I'd asked a college math professor if I could borrow his abacus. I love the way the innards of a CD player gently grabbed the disc, made it disappear, and seconds later, music of your choosing sprang forth.
That was the height of technology.
It was empowering, like dropping a quarter into the gullet of a jukebox. I now have hundreds of compact discs I can only play at home. They're no good as Frisbees. I might as well sharpen the edges and fashion them into deadly razor-brim hats like Oddjob flung in Goldfinger. The beauty of playing a 45 on an LP and dropping that needle into the vinyl groove was the inherent imperfection, that little scratch and pop. I celebrate all of life's small imperfections, such as when the typewriter ribbon was new and the lowercase O's kept being solid with ink. Wonderful! Now everything's too perfect. Now we don't buy music, we just download it. It bounces down from a satellite. It appears in a handheld phone. Lousy. I know vinyl is making a comeback, but I want something I can play in my car, top down, loud. Bring back the CD slot. Or I'll go one better with a challenge for technology. Do something useful, Brainiacs. Equip new cars with extra wide slots for LPs. I'm Greg Cote, and that's how it was back in my day.
You loved that. It was nostalgic. I loved it. Yeah, I loved everything about that except that Goldfinger was made in 1964.
Here comes the money.
Of course it was.
You think a lot of people got that reference?
Yeah. No? Odd Job, man.
I mean, it's,
No,
I know, I know what you're talking. I know who you're talking about, but
We're the only ones.
I mean, there aren't a lot of people in our audience that know what the hell you're talking about.
Let them look it up. I educate people, is what I do.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
It is back in my day. It's back in Greg's day, and back in his day, Goldfinger was a big movie.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Shirley Bassey, Goldfinger.